Can we talk about the future a little bit? We said it's going to be future of connected health, right? So today as a society, we are handling what? Government regulations? We're handling technology reality. What is it that we should be looking for in the next decade even?
In the next decade, I believe that we will have solutions like the MyConnectedHealth solution where we are globally connected. It may not necessarily be where, from wherever you are in the world, you can see any doctor that you want. But if you're connected in that manner, we're going to see much, much, much more of that global collaboration. I do think that we're going to start seeing a lot more, some more compliance and regulations coming down to really protect the various sources of data. I'm really excited about a lot of new technologies that are coming out, and some that are on the horizon, like brain mapping, genome mapping, organ printing. These things are really exciting. Also utilizing robots for very complex surgeries, and a bunch of other just really exciting things coming down the path. I mean, the innovation since COVID in the healthcare industry has been spectacular, and I'm excited to see what we come up with. And I do think that we are on a good path to really make this connected health work, and make it work for everybody, physicians, payers, payees, for everybody, because I believe that is possible.
Beautiful, beautiful, Tyler. So how about some challenges and barriers on the road of adoption? Because it seems like consumers, right, are more, early adopters. They like to try new things. I don't know about providers. So what's your experience? Yeah.
Well, I love that you asked that question. Adoption would have been extremely difficult pre-COVID, but COVID really forced us into this situation where we needed to move to these telehealth systems, and we needed to move from it very, very quickly. There are some doctors that are very interested in moving forward with these types of connected platforms, and really we've seen that since we've seen it since COVID, where there's a lot more of a greater and faster adoption of these types of platforms, because we need to rely on these platforms, in situations like a pandemic. So I think that there's still some holdouts, but I do believe that this is something that will be patient. This is patient, and it's physician driven too, because at the end of the day, physicians want to help their patients, and they know that by collaboration and also utilizing these tools and technologies, that's how they're going to do it. But adoption is small. Sometimes you have to start with baby steps, and when you're trying to build a global healthcare platform, you have to start maybe with a hospital system or an HMO or an organization until you can build it out into something that's global. And adoption is going to come. This is an interesting thing too. A lot of the doctors that are coming into being doctors, they're millennials, and what do you call them after millennials? It's, I think, Zillennials. I'm not sure. But these are people who have been brought up with technology. Some of them have even, there were social media posts about them before they were even born. So they're very comfortable in this type of model. And that is also going to help the adoption of systems such as this.
Interesting point, because of course new generations are coming. Okay, that's the logic of life, for sure. But we all need to be part of this transformation. We are every day. All right. So with that, I just want to kind of send a message to whole humanity out there that we are taking baby steps, like you said. At the same time, technology is making our life so convenient that pretty soon we're not going to be able to refuse it just because of, we want to live better and, more comfortable life.
I wonder if there is how many people there are that do not have any digital technology whatsoever. I believe that the technology is very, very pervasive in every part of the world.
My favorite example, when people start talking about AI taking over the world and robots replacing everybody and all that, and it's coming. I always say that any app that you use, okay, it's here, okay? You don't even realize that any recommendation you get or any very simple improvement like workflow, task, help you get, it's here, so let's embrace it. Let's make it smarter. Let's become smarter with it, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's funny. I used to be one of those people that thought, that AI would take over, but that was a long time ago. And now I understand it much better that if you use AI the way that it's intended to be used, it's going to function as a support tool, and it just ups the knowledge that we have. So I'm not afraid of AI taking over the world.